Welcome to the video. I'm going to be showing you how to get to Moonveil and get it early. There is a decently hard boss in the dungeon you get it from, and there is a decently easy way to beat him. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to get to this dungeon. It's Jail Dungeon or Gale Dungeon, doesn't matter how you pronounce it. To get from there, you'll want to go from gate front, head this direction along this path. Then once you get the Storm Shack, head east around this downtrodden trail. Grab this site of grace. Continue along the path. There'll be, Alexander right here. Little encampment, and then you'll make it to Saints Bridge. Continue on past the bridge. Forgive, there's no no map. So continue past the bridge. Just follow the trail. Hit up Summon Warmer village. There'll be a mariner near this area, right here. Ignore her. You don't need her. Continue along, and you'll see this church right here. Grab it, and now follow my directions. Thankfully, I died, so that'll act as a good marker, right? Head outside of this. By the way, there will be an invader. For me, it was pretty easy. No, yeah, actually, it was pretty easy. I used the unsheathed weapon art and just hit her when she got in range. For this guide, start as samurai and put 5 levels into dex. I'm not doing anything cheesy like getting the Radagon Soreseal, because some people probably don't think that's legit, right? If you want to make this easier on yourself, you can get it, the Radagon Soreseal, and while you're, there, kill the dragon. And this is the beginning of the area. There'll be some guys right here, and tunnel entrance right here. Run in. Gotta be fast about this, because these guys can and will hit hard, so backstep this guy off, and, while you pause, jump down these ledges. They're a little easier. Somber Smithing Stone, I believe. Yep, 2. That's for Moonveil later if you want to use it. Drop down here, and grab Bonfire. Alright, double checking. Alright. So after you grab that, alright, now you've grabbed Bonfire and you're in the dungeon. So, rest here, just refill your stuff. And for stats, I am just a baseline, I'm a baseline samurai, and I put 5 stats into dex. I want to keep this as simple as possible, so no crazy faith or intelligence or anything really. No crazy requirements is what I want to stress, right? And there's a side room here. I think it's this way. And this is your goal. There's a reason why we went to 20 decks. Thank God. Some somber stuff here. Hopefully you don't, well, be like me and get hit. But do a suicide run. And grab the cross naginata. Now, you can die in peace. This is just a suicide run. That is the weapon you want. It is a good weapon for Magma Wyrm, which is the boss of this dungeon, and its weapon art is pretty useful. Personally, when I first did this, I had higher stats, so still want to play careful, and as you see here, it takes 16 strength at 20 dex. That's why I leveled up dex. You can two-hand and gritty your shield. And this weapon art, this weapon has a good weapon art. It's a pierce. I'd recommend playing really safe. Let me just allocate maybe 1 or 2 blue Estus. This is just so, yeah, alright, double checking. 1 or 2 blue Estus just so you can keep on using the weapon art at max skill. And now let's do the boss run. Hopefully this will be first try. If it's not, I'll just cut at a certain point, and I'll edit in the next part. An alternative you could use would be the naginata, or it's the weird samurai sword. It's the long one from Yura. If you don't mind killing him, Yura will very much be good to murder and take his weapon. Oh shit, he got out. Alright, whatever. So you want to grab this bonfire. I thought he wouldn't be here because they didn't do it, but I guess Alexander doesn't care, right? You don't actually need to help him. So if you just run past him, Alexander will still be here. He'll say his thing, nothing broken. And now, you know, that's just for, that right there, that side of grace is for easier boss run. So you have your weapon art right. Remember that as bleed. Bleed will help you in this fight, but impaling thrust is the main go-to. If you find another weapon that's long and has that weapon art, use it. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but the Nakakiba has the same weapon art, and that works too, but the reason why I'm not using that and I'm using this weapon instead is two reasons. One is that you find this weapon in the dungeon, so it's way more in the way, and not, like halfway the distance away. And also, I believe Nakikiba has a high strength requirement of around 18. So it's all, for intents and purposes, better to go with the cross Nakikiba. Whoa, alright, that's funky. Just want to keep bobbing and weaving. Don't want to always use the weapon art, though it is good. You can always just go for... Oh, I forgot to do a charged R2. When you get a riposte open, use a charged R2, and then riposte. A little bit more damage, and it beats up bleed a little bit better. Yeah, couldn't tell if he was spitting or charging there. This attack can be annoying because it's like crazy Quaylog at times. I got lucky there. You just gotta try and pay attention to him. Jumping attacks do good poise damage, so always do them, I guess. Good bleed right there. I can go for a post. This guy has no phase 2, so be thankful. You just gotta bob and weave, really. You got a few bad attacks, right? There's one attack that he'll, like has a recovery from. I'll try to point it out if it happens. It's like a slash forward and he slashes backwards again. Oh. That's all me. Yeah, that was foolish. Just use your Estus. And I really did use bare minimal. I think I have like one Estus. That's the attack right there. He'll rip it back. Don't like go for it. Go for it after he goes for it. This itself is a pretty good weapon, actually, so if you're a Dex build, I'd sort of recommend the Cross Nakiba, at least for early game. I think I want to try using it on some sort of Eastern warrior, but that's for another day, right? Ooh, sometimes you just gotta be risky. That may have killed me, but, you know, I got lucky and it poise break pretty fast. Just gotta bob and weave, use Impaling Thrust on a few moves. Yeah, this attack has a follow-up. Actually, no, it's not. It's a different one. It's a different one. They all look the same to me, but you gotta pay attention. Never get caught in the charge, and try to, you know, stay in one place for him. After the second charge, it's very good to go for a thrust like this, because he has a cooldown. Though, on a rare occasion, like the last time I fought him, he will just do a third one. Yeah, that one looks weird. I'm sorry if that, like, gave you a headache. And that is Magma Wyrm. Overall, it can be a little tricky. I'd recommend bringing a second Blue Estus because it could very well get a little exhausting with misses. 7,000 early game. Once again, let me show stats. All you need is 5 points in their dex. For wizards, this build will not work because 20 dex is a little too high. So yeah, hope you enjoy your early game Moonveil. It's going to take a few stats to get up to it. Luckily, you've already gone over for the dex requirements, so you're going to have to spend about, I don't know, around 14-ish levels I don't know. Hope you enjoy Moonveil, and I hope you enjoyed the guide. Have a good day.